Hello, everyone. It's me, Jackie Love, and I am cooking with love again today. Today, I'm going to be making tacos, my homemade tacos, and I always use ground turkey. That is my secret to my delicious tacos. Genio has some good ground turkey, and also I like to use Foster Farm because they don't have any um, fake ingredients. It's all natural. Gotta be healthy. Lean meat is good for you. If you're gonna eat meat, this is 85% lean and 15% fat. With that saying said, when I make the tacos, I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in the pot. If you can see that, this is gonna be in the pot. So give it a little bit of juicy flavor. See that? Just a little, just to hit the bottom. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this in a pot right here, the ground turkey, and shred it up and let it cook on the stove. And I'm gonna put mix this McCormick original taco seasoning in here. I'm also gonna use some more onions, which I always love to put in my food because it makes it all taste so delicious. And also we're going to put in a little bit of Nor, and then we're going to go ahead and get everything together, and then I'm going to show you how I prepare my tacos and how I cook my corn tortillas. I use the mission corn tortillas. I don't really care for flour. I'm a corn girl, and this is gluten-free, which is good for you as well. If you can see that, I'm sure you can. And we're going to top it off with a dollop of daisy sour cream, and also Hernandez guacamole salsa. That's gonna be so good. So stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned. Okay, now I got the ground turkey on there, frying, getting all nice and crisp, not crispy, but brown, so that I could go ahead and make those delicious tacos like I was telling you about. So this is enough meat to actually feed a whole family of about 5 or 6 people. But since it's just us two at this time, we'll be using these tacos for a few days. They have like 6 or 7 a piece tonight, and then have some for lunch and maybe even dinner tomorrow. So I'm just kind of chopping it up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let it simmer, let it cook down, and get nice and brown on each side. So you just want to make sure you get it all separated, because you don't want too big chunks, but then you don't want to be too little either. Just depends on how you like it. I like mine to be kind of not fine, but just kind of like bite-sized pieces where you could have a nice bite every time. So you just kind of chop it up and flip it over as it gets done on the other side. And I like to use a spatula or a spoon like this, because it's just easier to handle and easier to flip over. Those plastic spoons and spatulas, they're okay, but I know that they're harder to clean, and I'm not a fan of washing dishes all the time. So I like stuff that's gonna be easy to do, easy to wash as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my onion. There we go. There's the onion. And I'm going to cut this up and put it inside of my skillet along with the ground turkey. Okay, so I'm going to step away for a moment and go chop this onion up. And then when I come back, I'll add a little garlic salt in here. This is the Great Value brand, this is not garlic powder, this is garlic salt. I really kind of prefer the garlic powder better because it's like just chopped up garlic. But this has salt in it too, so I really prefer the powder. But that'll work too, just don't put as much because I'm going to use this for flavor as well. Just a little because, like I said earlier, I'm going to be putting McCormick original taco seasoning mix in there as well. So let me go ahead and chop the onion and put this onion in here. Let me get the camera a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. So just, I just kind of chop them up. I don't really make them any particular size, but since it's tacos I will do it a little bit smaller, and so I kind of just do like this on the top, show you this is my easy way, and I just kind of make a little slices on the top, and then when I do this it comes off like that. See? Perfectly. And then at the end I'm just gonna go for what I know to get rid of all the rest of it and put it in the skillet. And so there you go with that. I'm gonna put just a little bit of garlic salt because I don't want it to be salty. So that was about, I don't know how many, maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy KitchenAid scissors and cut my McCormick sauce open, the pack. I didn't cut it quite enough. Let's see, there we go. And I just simply just open it up and just, make sure I get it all from the bottom. Because sometimes you can miss a lot of the good flavor by not doing this, hitting it on the bottom. So it's pretty done. All of it's gone in there, so that's good. Now I'm gonna kind of stir it up a little bit so it's getting brown. Stir all this in here really good. Might put a little bit of water now since the oil did allow the ground turkey to get brown for me. Y'all like how I said that? Browned. So I love cooking with love. I make fast, delicious, healthy meals for the most part. Sometimes I might make something that may not be super healthy, but that's rarely because I love making food that not gonna make, not gonna hurt you, like make you healthy, not sick, but then it'll still taste delicious. Like this ground turkey with all natural ingredients is super good. Try not to use MSG and all that other stuff that might, cause like, a lot of times people have foster farm, not foster farm because they don't put hormones, but a lot of meats, they put hormones in there and they make, they can make your family, your sons, get breast. You gotta be careful serving your family food that has hormones. So look for that on your foods. They have foods that are affordable that don't have hormones in there too. Like if you go to some stores, you look on the pack, like if you look at Foster Farms, they don't have that, and Anderson Farms, they're a little more affordable than Foster Farms and Jenny-O, and they will not have hormones. So look for that because you don't want your kids growing breasts and then you grow, if you're a woman, growing a beard. Unless you want a beard, then that's up to you. But me, personally, I don't need a beard. So anyway, I'm just going to put a little bit of this because the taco seasoning It's kind of salty already. So just put 1 tablespoon of my Knorr chicken bouillon powder flavor. Chicken flavor bouillon, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm letting this cook down. And what I really want to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just a little, because I don't want it to be dry. And I like to be able to, you know, because when it gets done, it could get dry. So let me just add a little bit of water. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of water, and this water is filtered. Just so that I can let it cook down some more and let those juices get in there from the original taco seasoning mix and all the other flavors that I put in there. That way it'll be nice and juicy. You see how I have that juice in there? I think I'll put a little bit more. This is filtered water, so it's all good, guys. So now I'm going to go ahead and let that simmer a little bit, get the onions cooked down, and I am going to come back. Alright, so I had an idea. I tasted the food. It tastes super delicious, but I am so spontaneous, and I like, you know, using my intuition to teach me to learn how to cook, be a better cook. So I know I like tomatoes. I love tomatoes, and since we don't have any tomatoes, I'm going you know, to put on the tacos, I'm going to use some diced tomatoes. It has green pepper, celery, and onions in here, in this can from Great Value. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this in so that I can have that tomato flavor that I've grown to love to have in my tacos. And also I'm just going to put 1 more pack of taco seasoning, because I tasted, like I said, and I want it to be a little bit more flavorful. So that is an added ingredient that I didn't intend to put, but I do that sometimes when I get a creative idea, and so I just go with it. And that is absolutely beautiful. Look at those colors. The tomatoes, it just brought out the color, and there's still enough juice since I put that 1/2 cup of water in there. And if you guys could just taste this, it's so delicious. It smells so good in my house right now, and I just love the aroma. It's aromatherapy, you know. It smells Latino in here, you know, like like Mexican food. You know, you would think a Latino person lives here, but they don't. But it's all good. They could. I have a lot of Latino friends. I like this. It's so delicious. So let's go ahead now and do got the pot for the skillet for the tortillas. Let's go ahead and get that on there. Get that going so that I can start getting the tortillas done. And then our food will be ready. So let's go ahead and start that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use this Western oil again. This is one, you know, a lot of us, I don't know how many people do this, but I'm one to use my oil again if it's, you know, not messed up and it's not burnt or anything. It's just a nice mix of all the things that I've cooked. So you know, I'll strain it so I don't have all the little crumbs at the bottom, and then I'm going to reuse it to fry my tacos shells. This is so delicious because what happens is it gets that flavor inside of the taco shell, and it makes it taste more like super like homemade. And this, you can just tell it's just like a soul food type of taco, you know, and I love that. So what I always do is that one was broken. I don't like the broken one. So what I always do, guys, is I take it and I let it get brown on that side, quickly flip it over, just to kind of let it get kind of moist on them each side, and then I flip it to close it like a taco evenly, you know, and cook it on both sides, let it get brown, and then I put another one in there to be letting it get started while that one's cooking. So we flip that over. Make sure this has enough oil on the bottom. Flip that one over. Make sure that has enough oil. And then fold it over carefully so you won't break it. Like that. Who wants broken taco shells? Not me. Even though sometimes it happens. But, you know, want to make them firm. So it is good to kind of wait, you know. Maybe turn the fire up a little bit, but not too high. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one out because I believe it's done. And I like to put them on a napkin to get any excess grease or oil off of it. And that one is kind of, ooh, I like the way that one looks. It's nice and crispy. So I only put a little oil at a time, so I will have to add more as I go. Maybe every 2 or 3. Uh-oh, sorry about that. I'll take this out. Now let's get this one all moist on each side with the oil. Flip it over once it gets nice and brown. Really just want them to get just covered with the oil before you turn it over, because that way, you know, it'll just have that oil flavor and all the spices and everything that's already in the oil inside of on every bite of the taco, and every bite of the taco. It cooks pretty fast, so I wouldn't recommend walking away from the stove when you're making the tacos. So I like to line them up on a plate. That way we know how many we have, not hiding them. See, kind of just let you know how many you got on to serve to your family. So now I'm just going to flip this one over. And that's pretty much almost done. I kind of let that one get kind of nice and brown. See, it's good on both sides already. So I'm going to take this one out as well. And let it drip on let the excess oil drip on the napkin. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more in front of you on the camera. Then I'm going to just turn off the camera and finish all the tacos, shells, the corn taco shells off camera, and then show you how I make the tacos when I build them for my family to eat. Let's see, I don't like that. Looks like that may break. So what I'm going to do in that instance is just kind of flip it. Oh my, that's not flipping quite right. So let's just do it over and try to make it half. There we go. Make it in half. And then while that's flipped over, I can go ahead and start another one. Try to be careful when you're taking them out of the pack, because sometimes they might kind of crack in half like this one kind of did. And those are not the kind. I don't like using broken taco shells. I like them to be cooked and folded and not, you know, be like that. So because all the deliciousness can stay inside the tortilla. And that was kind of cracked, so what I'll do is go this way so that the bottom is not cracked. Okay, guys? Okay, so now I'm about to build the tacos and put the ground turkey mix in the taco, and also I'm going to put some cheese. This awesome Kraft natural cheese. It is expertly paired for tacos, fine cheddar and fine asadero. and the cheese. So we're gonna put that in the taco and a little bit of this guacamole salsa and a dollop of daisy. Don't put too much, so not that much in there in each one. In each taco, I'm preparing 6 of them right now. I like the spoon with the hole in it because it drips all the extra juice that you don't want, that I don't want. I don't want it running around like just running juice all over the plate. So even though I like it to be moist, so I don't want it to be runny over the plate. So drain it with a spoon. Get all that goodness. And the tacos start standing up when I do them like that, because I like to lay them out with an even amount of meat in each taco. It's probably better to have it that way. So, because it was kind of backwards with the camera. So now I'm going to put one more. So you don't really need that much in each taco. You don't want to have more stuff to put in there. So you can see where they're separate and where they need to be standing up. I don't necessarily use lettuce and tomato. I do like tomatoes, but I put it inside the meat this time. And then you really don't need a lot of cheese. Just take kind of like a pinch like that. And you just kind of slide it like that over the whole area where the meat is. Can you see that? And that one could probably have a little bit more. Just got a pinch, but it goes really far. Just put a little bit more there. Enough cheese. So it'll be super delicious. Better than the restaurant. Put a little bit to go on the top of the taco. In each one. This is 6 tacos, so starting with 6 tacos. That should be enough for dinner. It's a nice hearty dinner for summer or the winter. Something quick. I like to make my meals quick, but delicious and healthy. And I also like it to look pretty and cute. And not too much, just enough so they can get that guacamole flavor in every bite. And then we're going to wipe off the spoons, the same spoon, and put a dollop of daisy on each taco. A nice size dollop. You can spread it around wherever you want that. Each individual person might want the sour cream on a certain part of the taco, so I just put a little dollop on there. That's a pretty big dollop, actually. And gotta make it like this. Push it over so they're all standing up. And they're all set. Tacos by Jackee Love, cooked with love. What do you think, guys? Gonna be super delicious. I already know. And this took me all about maybe 30-40 minutes to make. So this is something I would recommend if you want to have a really good meal for your family, something that's delicious and quick and healthy. Make these. Doesn't that smell good? This is Cooking with Love, and thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if there's anything that you would like for me to make. I have a wonderful recipe for spaghetti and chili, and I think I will be sharing that with you, one of those 2 next time. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.